Hey funky friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Amy, aka Funky Mama 0703, and I am back to the channel again to just well, we're doing something a little strange. This is kind of a wrap up for the People I Know series. That's why it is on Friday. This video is showing up because it deals with Sims 4 and the People I Know series that I've created for it. I'm kind of doing a wrap up so that I can move on and maybe continue on with people. I've got one go in the works now that I'm going on. It's taken me a while. I just kind of have a hard time getting in and getting going. So the way I wrapped up this video, or wrapped up this season, last season for People I Know, is I got a gift for the people who allowed me to use their likeness, their appearance, their characteristics, their home that I created for them. I appreciate them by they're letting me do this, because it is kind of a weird thing to ask of people you work with, people around you. But it's just, that's why I want to do People I Know, so that I can kind of show them through the Sims and through what I do in their home for them, how much I know about them, how much I care about them, how much I want to get to know them. It's kind of a neat feature. I like doing it. It's really fun to play my Sims in this aspect. I haven't had a chance to get onto my big Sims computer in a while, so I want to finish up a couple people. Right now I'm working on a friend, gentleman friend at work that I have been working on for probably a month now, so I want to get moving and finishing up him so I can continue on. I've got a lot of people that I have on list. By the way, if you would like me to make a Sims U, put you in the neighborhood, let me know. Just give me your name and that you're interested, and also maybe a little bit of the aesthetic you like in a home. What I like to do is I do like to use my creative juices, creative side to kind of create the way I see you. So your Sim may not look a lot like you, but they will have some of the traits that I like about you, the face. I've created, I think I do pretty good at getting close to some people. And it's not always right on. And then of course your house is basically your aesthetic, but what I want for you, what I would like to hope for you. So it's kind of a neat thing. And I'm putting everybody in the same neighborhood, which was much a problem with poor Chris. I'd like to put everybody in the same neighborhood so that we can kind of interact and goof off once I get things going on it. It's not easy, and I kind of got puzzled and lost, and so we keep working on it. All right, so we'll get to the video at hand. I'm going to voice over. You won't be seeing my mug. All right, so our first mug, which was the gift that I gave everybody who allowed me to use their likeness. Now, this is not the original Chris. The original Chris was put in a very cool, container home that I created for him. I love the way it turned out. That was one of my favorite homes, actually. Had a nice small nice large yard, with the house was compact and upraised, but you had a huge backyard. I think the pool took up more space than the house did. Really neat features, really beautiful location. And when I built their house, or built his house, I wasn't yet expecting to have put together a bunch of, or put Sims together in a location, in a neighborhood. So I had him built elsewhere, and then I wanted to move him and his house into the neighborhood that I was going to be working on, and unfortunately somehow along the way poor Chris got lost. So I went to rebuild him, redo him, and put him in a lot, and then of course he decided to walk off on me again. So this is what I got from Chris. This is a picture from from the new Chris, and I think this one actually is a more closer likeness and a lot of his personality. That's what I liked about this. The house that I built him initially was his personality. It was kind of a funky, hippie, comfortable with industrial. I mean, his house was in a conglomeration of his personality that I see. And it was really kind of cool. I liked being able to do that for him. It was a nice home. It was cute, and I liked it. It was kind of a neat little aspect, and I'm hoping, well, when you go back to view the video, that you get the sense about him that I got when I created that. All right, the next person that I know that I created was for my daughter. Again, keep in mind, when I make my Sims, I make them how I see them. So the people I know, this is how I see them. And it's more of a, I mean, it may not be spot on to how they look, but this is how my eyes visualize and create. It's how I want to see you, how I want you to be seen. And so this was my daughter and her puppy, Khaleesi. They had a cute little house. Hers was a comfortable, modern type feel. Had a really, really cute, the bedroom upstairs overlooked the living quarters downstairs. She had we paid homage to her guinea pig Olive up in the bedroom quarters, which was in the video. We had a little bit of some pictures there of her interacting with her guinea pig. Just some really nice, comfortable, beautiful feels. She's a Black Veil Brides fan. I think that's Black Veil Brides. And I had a poster for her, or for them, on her wall in her bedroom. Just a real neat, creative way of looking at her. Now this picture is one of the pictures from the video itself, so it's kind of reminiscent for me of the creativity and the beauty that I did make in my daughter. I really did love doing her home and making her as well. The next person is someone I did, Anna. This picture is not on the mug. I unfortunately forgot or did not get a picture of her mug before I had packaged it up to get it mailed out. Her mug was, this is how I see her, in this quirky, cute, adorable look. This is a picture from the video itself. The other one I redid for the mug itself, which is a cool, like, cream colored marble background, and then one of her glamour shots. I see her as a quirky, funny girl because of or woman, because of the time I'd spent with her at work, but also as a glamour. That's her new move, is trying to be more into the glamour field. So I thought it was kind of cool to be able to put her on a glamour screen. I really was impressed with how cute she looked, and her mug looked nice as well. I'm just sorry I didn't get a picture of it for you guys. So I did forget to say her home was kind of a comfy cottage type thing. It was a neat little, just comfortable home, and I think it turned out really well. I love the little seating area in the back. I've got this terrible habit to go a little boho, and I really love the boho look. So I do tend to throw a lot of that into each of the homes that I make, which is more my aesthetic than their aesthetic, but I love it. And I love my clutter, so I was able to put a lot of clutter, really neat, kind of goes along with the person as well. But I love the way her home turned out. It was kind of neat. It had a nice, huge dressing bathroom. Her whole upstairs basically was for her. Just a neat little setup. And go back, take a look at that video, because it really looked, I love the way her room looked. It was fantastic. It was the house was very comfortable. And what I loved the most was, as I was taping Anna kind of moving through her home, my daughter came to visit, my daughter Sim, and she came, and they were hanging out together, getting to know each other, which was like the time when I got this idea that why don't I have them interact? And that will be videos down the road where you might see, might be playing through my character, but people in the neighborhood are there as well. Are people that I created. I'll be interacting with my people, the people that I deal with in the neighborhood. So it's kind of cool. So we'll see how that progresses. All right, the next video was my son Billy. This picture this mug did not come from one of the pictures. I did create this just for a mug. he is a big Lamborghini Aventador fan. So I had to find a nice red Aventador because he is a red fan, as I think I said, to put him by. And I think the mug turned out really super cute. I love the way this turned out. I don't know if my kids use the mugs that I gave them, but it's just kind of a neat way for me to say thank you to them for letting me use their likeness. And this is a cool mug that somewhere down the road he's going to be able to show off, and I don't know if he'll be proud of it or not. But the house I made him was another one of those container homes. It was a little different than what I did with Chris's home. Little different configuration, but it turned out really super cute. It was very monochromatic except with reds thrown in because red is my son's favorite color. So I put a lot of just kind of pop of red, black, red, or black grays and whites just to kind of accent that red a little more. And I think for a gentleman's home, his turned out really, really well. Had some really cool, quirky things in it. I love the way his house turned out. Also, because my son is a YouTuber, I put a room upstairs that is just basically for his YouTubing. So, you know, a nice little studio where he can do his work. Lots of Star Wars inspired stuff throughout it because he is a Star Wars fan as well. And lots of little just kind of figures, posters and such throughout the apartment or the home just to say, hey, this is your space, because it has things that he would really be interested in. His video turned out fun, especially since he automatically gravitated right to that gaming computer and wanted to play, which would be what you would expect from my boy. The next video was Nikita's. We called her the Dragon at work. Term started by our team lead, and then we all just kind of call her that now. And I use that as kind of a jumping off point for her character. As you can see in this picture, the mug had her riding a dragon, which was one of the pictures I used in the video itself. I thought it turned out really, really cool. Photoshopped her onto a dragon. She's riding it. It turned out really neat. I really love the way she worked into that. We started calling her dragon because of the color of her hair. It was kind of a greenish. Well, it was more peacock, but okay, we called her a dragon. She was just really, really super cool. I find her to be a extremely important character in my career at our store. She is inspirational. She's fun. She keeps me going. And she is one of those that I feel that I connected with more than I probably would ordinarily. Unfortunately, it took me a while to make her video, so I did a couple extra moves for her. Did some videos with her kind of just goofing off, and then of course I did bring her daughter into the video just because I had made her wait so long. I felt guilty and I wanted to do something special for her. The reason, or the home that I made her was kind of based on this whole dragon theme. I loved her just the way she feels. She gives me this impression of a deep soul, an old soul. And for some reason, I went more of an Asian inspired home for her because I loved, the feeling I get from her is, and of course the dragon and everything else is just very, I just get this very old sense of like an old Asian feel from her. So I made this really nice little pagoda-like home. Really cute, 2 stories, 3 stories, because it worked out. I wanted to put a pool around her home, and what I did was I used the downstairs, the foundation for around the pool, or in the pool, for the house. It was actually, I used that as another section for rooms. So she has a gaming room, TV, studio type thing down in the base, or down in her basement, I guess is the best way to say. And then off to the end is going to off one end is a guest suite, where you have the pool surrounding, and actually the whole area has windows so you can look into the pool, which has, I did up with rocks and fish and coral and lots of just kind of watery type things, underwater stuff. My only regret is that when I had the video going, there was never the ability to watch. You're supposed to be able to get fish schools swimming in there using, was it Becky's mods and such for fish and such. I didn't get those moving around. So who knows, but it was really, really cute. And I love the way her home turned out. It was very relaxing. Now the upstairs has a nice little like pagoda area or a nice little well, it's like an island retreat type place, and I love that, where she's in the middle of the water, there are trees surrounding, she's very comfortable. It's really actually a nice little look. So go back, take a look at that video, and you'll see my view of Nikita. It's the way she made me feel. And the last video that I put out in the People I Know series was Sasha. One thing, she was a troublesome young lady for my Sims. I had created her home and put her in it. Then we had an update and had issues with her, where I could not load the game with her to play her in the house. So I recreated her 3 times. This is the 3rd rendition of Sasha, and could never get the house to run properly with her in it. But I always saw her as well, for some reason, athletic. She comes across very athletic, very physical, and in my mind, there was something about her being a surfer babe. And when I mentioned it to her at work, she laughed and said, yeah, she really always wanted to go surfing, or always wanted to be a surfer. So I thought that was kind of a cool aspect, cool twist on it. So I kind of played around with her. That's what the mug reflects here, is her and her surfing side, the thing that just got me. And then, of course, there's always, when I asked her what type of home she wanted, she said she wanted bougie. So I made her home a compound. Enclosed area, really, really cool. I love the way hers turned out. But I couldn't get in with her to get really cool pictures, so I had to kind of fudge those a little bit. But I was able to get the video of the house by not going in on her, but going in as in the build mode. So it's like, her house was just, this whole thing was like a big issue for me, and I'm just really glad that I finally got her done. I struggled and fought, and every time I wanted to get in to do something, it argued with me, and I had so many issues. So I just persevered above it all and beat the computer virus, whatever it was. It was a big update for Sims that messed up this whole thing. So I struggled. I really did struggle. And then, I really love the way her character turned out. She turned out super pretty. She's I see her as very glamorous. She may not, but I see her as very glamorous and very pretty. And I'm glad I was able to make her, she means a lot to me at work. She just is so inspirational, and I love her personality. It's a bright and happy personality. Now we're moving away from the Sims People That I Know series, kind of. I did make 2 other mugs for myself, just because they were my Sim stuff. This is the Funky Mama logo. I used one of the profile picture in order to make this first mug, and I like the way it turned out. The picture does not reflect the way this picture, or the way the picture in this really turned out, because on the mug it turned out really, really super cute, and I really love it. I think it reflects my feeling, my aesthetic for the channel so much more. And it's nice to have a nice big coffee cup to drink your coffee in, and okay, it's a prettier me, it's a happier me, and I like it, and it turned out really cool. And a lot of the room is shown in it, or at least a lot of that section that she's at. So I really did like the mug itself. It turned out pretty cool, and I love doing stuff like this. And then the last mug I made was actually part of a challenge that I did for another group that I was part of on Sims, or in Sims. This was a girl for all seasons. So you had to do a sim and have her depict every one of the seasons. So I had a lot of fun playing with this one. The mug turned out absolutely beautiful, and I think she looks really super cute in it too. You know, it's hard to do stuff like this and not use your creative license. And of course, I use my Photoshop because I absolutely adore Photoshop and being able to play with it. So I found pretty pictures for each of the seasons. I found, or for the background, and then I made my sim really super cute. I think I like the way she looks, and to me, she really does depict the seasons. And fall, I don't know, that fall vision really made me happy. It really did. And so this is my girl for all seasons. I think she turned out really super cute, and the mug is fantastic. I love being able to use mugs to drink my coffee and to be able to enjoy just having it there. You know, coffee in something special is kind of cool. So what do you guys think about this walkthrough? The people that I know, this is kind of a closing up of the videos of that particular season. See, there I go. I'm drinking from my Funky Mama one. It's the closing up of one particular season and moving on to the next. I did only get a few in this year. I think I did myself too. And I should have put me at the beginning. But I enjoyed the way the series works out. I'm hoping to be able to make a number of more. You know, we're in March already, and I haven't gotten one done yet. So it may take a little bit. I'm struggling. I am struggling to get into the Sims and be able to build and create. And there's so many other video lines that I want to do that this is kind of secondary and kind of slipped behind. So I need to get back into it. I need to at least get 5 done. I need to match what I did last year at least. But I really do enjoy doing the People I Know series, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. And I hope you guys might be interested in being part of it. So let me know if you are. Comment in the bar below. Let me know. We'll talk about, you know, I can comment and get into you and try to talk about what we're doing. I'd love to hear what you think about the videos. I love creating these for you, and I hope that you enjoy them too. And, you know, in the least bit, you get a mug for yourself. All right, guys, have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notifications button as well if you want to get notified for every time I put a video up. I try to be as regular as possible, but you know, regular doesn't always match or doesn't always work out. Real life has been difficult, and I've been kind of forcing to get my videos. Not forcing, I shouldn't. I enjoy doing the videos, but it's hard to get together the videos because I'm trying to up my creative levels, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. We will talk to you later. Thanks, guys, and see you later. Bye, guys.